Alright, so in the next section we're going to go through side lunges, alternating overhead presses, and then the side clam. So the side lunge, you can always start with body weight. You can also add one dumbbell, or you can use kettlebells. It's kind of up to you. Remember, it should be a challenge by the end of your rep ranges while you're still maintaining really good form. So that's how you would know whether or not you need to add weight or even decrease weight. So our side lunge, what we like to do is imagine I got a straight line from my toes, right? And then I want to almost step out just a little bit so that my heel is now kind of toeing that line while my back toe is toeing that line. And then from there, I'm going to sit my hips back, try to keep my chest up, other leg straight, drive off my heel, then return to the front, right? So bring it all the way down, all the way up. If I have a dumbbell or an implement, right, I would hold that in the opposite hand. So as I'm coming down, I'm kind of almost setting it beside my foot, driving back through. If that bothers your knees, you can always start kind of in this position, and then you would just shift your hips in there and come out of it. That'll take a little bit of impact out. So do what's right for your body. Next would be the overhead presses with the kettlebells. So easiest way to kind of get a kettlebell, especially if they're heavier, would be to clean them. So you're here, right? I want to keep my wrists right over my elbows, and then from here I'm going to alternate. I'm going to bring it right on up, biceps right by my ears, bringing them down, driving it up, bringing it back down. It's really important to try and stay as tall as you can, right? So I'm not trying to arch my back, right? I'm trying to stay super tall, squeezing my glutes to lock my spine in, and getting our presses in. So right, we can do that set number amount on each arm. And then our last one is our sideline clam. This one's a little funny, but you guys, you'll really feel it if you're doing it correctly. You can also add a band to around your knees, which will help with the intensity if you need to jack that up. So you're going to lay down right on your side. You can put your hand under your head. It's kind of up to you. Heels are going to come together, and you're going to open and close just kind of like a clam. So as long as my heels are together, and I'm keeping my hips solid, so I'm not going to open my hips up. I'm going to drive my knees up, really think about squeezing that back butt cheek, right, and then bringing them back down. So if I were to add a band, I would add the band right around exactly where we had it earlier, at the top of my knees. So all the way up, hold for a second, bring it back down, and then you go ahead and do the same number of reps on the other side.